We often have stereotypical ideas of what an eating disorder looks like, but what does it feel like? James developed an eating disorder when he was 15.
I think eating disorders can be quite hard to understand from the outside because they don't always make logical sense. Like, people would look at me and think, well, why would you do that behaviour? For me, it's about coping with difficult feelings. So I have an eating disorder because I experience distress and I need a way to deal with that.
Hospital admissions for people with eating disorders have risen by 84% over the last 5 years in England. And within that time, admissions for young men like James have doubled. In order to be admitted, your life needs to be at risk, which gives you an idea of how serious this is. New guidelines aim to make all healthcare professionals who might be the first point of contact more aware of what to look out for.
They affect people across the weight range. So, of course, we do need to look at whether people are severely malnourished, as in the case with anorexia nervosa. But quite often, patient can be at really high risk and they appear to be well. So it is important to look at the whole person.
The pandemic had a huge impact on James's eating disorder. It meant that much of the support he relied on was suddenly not available. And that's been the case for many people.
That loss of routine, the loss of having family meals or going out and seeing friends, the loss of being able to access perhaps what might have been safe foods during those early days of the pandemic, all just created that perfect environment for an eating disorder to thrive. And that was when we saw them come out.
Asking for help is obviously the first step. Speak to your GP or get in touch with Beat. If you don't feel like you can pick up the phone, you can drop them a text or email. James is now feeling optimistic about the future and is even teaching yoga.
People can recover. I'm so much better than I was, and I'm excited to have a life without an eating disorder, which I completely believe is possible. I just think people need the right support at the right time.
And that's the key. More support sooner. Ruth Liptrot, 5 News.